not over than through.
Clanking great steel watches.
Through the river.
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch.
We only have enough for 3. Well, we sold everything.
The water from Carina
It is risky business. Everybody pays.
Captain, we have 2 children. You can't make us split up the family.
The crew and I are risking our lives. We're not doing this for charity.
Honey, you go with the girls. I'll find another way towards the deep.
What? No. We can't go without you.
It's the only solution. Trust me. I'll catch up to you.
Oh, the gods truly this pity.
All right, Captain. Just these 3 then.
You pay for all 4 birds.
We only have enough for 3. Well, we sold everything.
Slipping through the absolute blockade is risky business.
I don't want to go without Papa! Mama, he has to go with us!
You and I are risking our lives.
Papa says I have to be strong to help Mama. I don't know if I can be that strong. But I'll try.
fish.
I hate this. That lousy smuggler won't take all of us because we can't afford 4 berths. Greedy bastard.
I hate sending Lee packing the girls off without me. But if that smuggler can get them to Waterdeep and away from the Absolute...
I should speak up.
You want 4 birds on the sea?
Hells, it's everywhere still. I don't suppose you've got any experience getting oil out of sealed wood. Course not. You've been talking to that lot from the Water Queen's house, haven't you? Now, did you want something, or do you just have an interest in fishing vessels? Oh, sure. In fact, we fished her out of the water. Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets, expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave seven all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead. And the other wave servants came to get it. Her. Sorry. They took her back to the temple. You can hear the bloody caterwauling from here. We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up. But there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kind of looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually. Buggered if I know. Might be something to do with all that oil in the water. It's too bad we can't sell him. Bloody waste, if you ask me. The boat's fine, but the nets are in tatters. Need to deal with all this oil before we can fix them, though.
Trust me. I'll catch up to you.
Just these three, then.
Very funny.
Let's not hang around.
The Fist have their hands full, but that doesn't mean a patrol won't come sniffing.
Let's get the cargo sorted from them. Sprightly now.
Some of these crates are heavier than I feel good about lifting.
Trust me, I've read the articles forwards and back.
When do I get a break from your whining? I'd like to get this tug out of here before you tighten the blockade.
Cargo aboard then. Try for a better price than Waterdeep.
This bosun is a slave driver. I need a break, but will I get one?
The cranes, I say. Do I have to think of everything myself?
The dock's gonna sink into the harbour before we get this tub unloaded.
Let's get the cargo sorted for unloading. Sprightly now.
No. Oil. Leading right inside.
Or on our asses, Will.
What's in here?
I'd like to get this tub.
I'll give it a shot.
Pipes and pumps. That must be how they keep this basement dry, though it's clearly below harbour level.
up there. Plant your feet with care.
What's hiding here?
Traps. How considerate. Well, hello.
Never a dull moment. On my way.
Return to Baldur's Gate wouldn't be glamorous, but this is a little much.
Oh, this place stinks. It's enough to make a statue weep.
Keep your distance, darling. Let's go. Hardly a challenge.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Should mind my step. Let's see what this does. Something good here, I hope.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way. It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece. Lord Gortash keeps some Gondians there. Collateral to keep those working in the Steelwatch Foundry under control. Do you now? Boss never sends anyone that away but prisoners. Not like him to surprise me, but mad times. I'll take you in. But look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cap warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Something to ask.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, Once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baalspawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baalspawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
At the ready.
What now?
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Another step forward.
What is that done to us? Will be dealt with swiftly and hard.
Horrible, those gallows, aren't they? Shame no one cares enough. Folk don't even think about it much, I bet.
Cleanse the ills Faerun's impotent godlings have failed to staunch.
Handle Hallow's tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill.
Easy.
Never mind the shining squares. I am more comfortable on the streets like this. A peek at the true face behind the mask.
Yet another thing we have in common. We're two peas in a pod.
I said a peek behind the city's mask, Astarion. Not a look up its skirts.
I could pay half now and half tomorrow.
Jahira! What Duke? Think of me.
Should mind my step.
Keep your distance, darling. Oh, for a skeleton key.
No time to rest. No traps, please. Don't waste a step.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." It reminds you of the symbol people say has been seen at recent ritual murder sites. You should investigate those serial killings.
Moving in.
Flaming fists this way.
Careful, I bite.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Don't mind if I do.
What to do? I need to find a way forward.
Whatever it takes.
Never a dull moment. How much farther can I go? Better not be cursed.
There's something engraved on this skull. Living, a torment of sorrow and strife. It's a poem. It continues, is a burden to great and to small. We faithful cure mortals of burdensome life. And present it to Death Father Baal. Verse by Invoker Grimlark.
Present me well from gifts thine own.
And I thought we were going to be friends. Not pinned down just yet.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Fall by my hand.
Let's finish this.
This room will be thy resting place.
I think I could go another round. For the fallen.
Ha-ha!
Time to push my luck again.
focus straight through.
Nature will not even notice you are gone.
I'm ready.
Work to be done.
Still breathing, despite everything. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Take the edge off.
Let's crack it open.
Is that blood? No, never mind. No one back home will ever believe this. With haste. All right, what now?
You gaze upon murder's progeny. child?
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This man is known to all Baldurians, and his presence sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Saravok Anchev, a Baalist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago. Davella was right. Not just an imitator, but Saravok himself.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Baal into our midst. Harper Worm, the abdicating hero. Your keen sense for this city has withered in your absence.
Saravok, Baal's least favorite son. Still tied to Daddy's apron strings, I see.
The history they share may be long gone, but the threat of violence between them is as fresh as newly spilled blood. Neither party will let the other walk out of here alive.
What purpose do you have in bringing this heretic to the court of Baal? Speak, or death will be your final word.
Saravok once fancied himself Baal's chosen, until we put him in his place. Feel no shame for forgetting him. History shall do the same.
This one has long meddled in my affairs, and my father's.
Do not parley with this madman. Saravok reclaimed his soul once, and he still traded it back to his father for a pat on the head. He has earned his second death even more than his first.
You speak of the past. I speak of the future. Well, aspirant, do the shades of yesterday speak for you too? There are two paths to the Temple of Baal. To carve your devotion into flesh, or to be the carcass that is carved upon.
You make promises that aren't yours to keep. Take care that their breaking does not break something more.
I know this one well. I have traveled in her company. Whatever else may be said of her, she answers to no one but herself. It seems there is some disagreement on who is master here.
only because I can no longer bear to look you in the eye.
I never thought I'd see this. The Grand Harper, brought to her knees before me. The violence pleases Baal. The domination pleases me. Your slaves may stand, the better to bear witness. You have earned the right to stand before Baal's tribunal. Approach, aspirant, and be judged. There is no better mirror in which to see the true nature of a killer than his victim. You took their hands from them. Now, I will clutch one of their souls from the abyss, that they may show Baal who you are. Let us begin. Spirit of the slaughtered, return to us. Show us the truth of this murderer's intent, and let us judge him for his bloody service.
His will be done.
You took this spirit's life, and thus its voice. So, speak for it. How was this pitiable creature slain? The details are everything. Anyone can kill. Not everyone can make murder an act of worship. You shrink from that which you should revel in. It is in revelry that your devotion to the Lord of Murder is known.
You have been judged.
You have been found wanting.
Unworthy.
You will make a most beautiful offering to the Lord of Murder.
Ready. I can still move fast when I need to.
I will not tolerate impudence. Shall be your grave. death. It has been too long.
So much for peace.
I'm ready. Fall, damn you. Moving.
Death greets us all, but not today.
always room for more. Let's see what this does.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. With pleasure.
Let's get going. Have to keep going.
What a day. Should be easy. Go.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. One day I'll catch a break. Let's have a look.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
Very well.
Citizen! Thank the gods you're here. My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once. Get here and free me at once! They're supposed to be locked up, not me. Get me out! Have you no ears? Or are you just thick? Free me! Release me, you ingrate!
Well, hello. A crooked touch.
Get here and free me at once! They're supposed to be locked up, not me. Get me out! Have you no ears? Or are you just thick? Free me! Release me, you ingrate! Get here and free me at once! Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Barlist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now. After our chat at Charess's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. Paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round. You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh?
Mind who you call history, Hollyphant.
Very good. Now, let's talk and find that temple. This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
Let's move. Very well, then.
Still alive, so that's progress. Breathe deep and move.
something over there.
What's hiding here?
Someone there?
No one's stopped me yet. Time to press ahead.
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith. You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes? Unorthodox, but a show of faith nonetheless. Walk in blood.